All right, hi guys. Welcome to the Bloody Bunch podcast number 3. Today you have Balfour,
Michelle,
Edwin,
and Buddy.
Yeah. So I have been like kind of MIA in the sense of not really having coherent conversations with people. Because I've been focusing on a project. That is literally taking my soul away.
Wait, you have a soul?
Just a tad. Like, okay. 2 nights ago, I had a dream about the world that I'm creating.
I wanted to ask you about that, if you could, like, describe it at all.
It was so jarring. Like, it felt like, have you guys been in the woods? Like, legit woods, like, with twigs around everywhere?
Yeah.
Like, okay. No, because, like, you know...
legit woods, not fake woods, real woods. Oh, okay. What?
But, like... Oh my gosh, so like think of woods and then think of like a gray overtone and think of like, I'm trying to think of a filter that would make sense. Like it was like really just dark and like gloomy, but very vibrant in the sense of like shiny stuff and, it's so hard to describe. Like, I can't describe it on the spot. Anyway, it looked really amazing and then I got shot in the eye. And I was really confused. And then I woke up in another house that looked amazing and was surrounded by dwarves. And then I got oh god, that scared the crap out of me. What? There was an update that happened on my computer and it was really loud. But anyway, like, so like the dwarves were like all drunk and then they handed me a goblet and they're just like, drink with us, please. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm drinking. And then I downed like 2 pints and then I woke up and I was like, I feel really drunk, but I know it was a dream. But it was cool. Like, I'm really excited to dwell. Is that a word?
Dwell?
Well, there you go, dwell. Dwell's a word. Yeah.
To dive into the project some more.
Oh, that's the word you were looking for. Okay.
I don't know why.
I thought you were going for dwell.
I thought you were going for Dwemer. That was close.
Dwemer? So fabulous. But yeah, so that's why I've kind of been like, kind of not really talking to anybody.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about it.
Hey man, I mean, as long as you're being productive and everything, that's understandable.
Yeah, it's something you're passionate about.
You know, just as long as you remember, don't burn yourself out, remember to fucking eat.
Hey, I ate.
That's one of 2. That's not even...
ate.
No, Buddy was really nice, because Buddy knows that I tend to forget to eat when I'm working on projects. And he sent me a message saying, he's like, you know, did you eat yet? And I said something like I was going to eat. And
he's like, I will eventually. I was like, please do it.
Yeah. So I forgot like 2 hours after that. And then when I got to work, I was like, oh, maybe I should eat.
But also,
slowly judging you.
You don't include us in your story projects, or when you do, pop in, you inform us that, hey, this is what I'm working on. You want to read this? Do you have any comments? Like, you include us in your project when you do pop in.
Yeah, but, like, I feel bad because, like, I haven't actually sat down and, like, just joked around with you guys. Like, it's always been, like, look at these! Like, look at this! Spam, 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 spam! Read this all! That's literally how it's been for the past couple of days.
True, but then again, that's what now we have docs, so it's not that sporadic.
That's exactly why I invited you guys to the docs. That way I didn't spam you guys.
That's way easier. I can just like, okay, I can't look at this right now. I'll look at the doc later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, okay, maybe I'll make it easier on them and
it's really
not be annoying.
Really convenient.
So, and
I can't put comments on mobile, but I can put it on my computer, so it's kind of weird. I don't know why Google Docs on mobile. It's weird.
I
can see it on mobile, but I can't comment.
Well, I mean, we have the chat anyway, so if you have anything that like needs to be said at all, I mean, you can always say it there as well.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But man, holy crap. So like, today I was thinking about like the second part of the story, cause like, right now I just have the first part. I have the first half of the first part written down. But like, I'm already thinking about what's gonna happen in the second part. I have so much to do. But it's exciting. I'm super excited. Like, Buddy gets to be a drunk dwarf, dude.
I thought you were like...
Ironic, isn't it?
That's exactly why I'm writing you the way that I am.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see why he's a dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, his profession makes sense.
Wait, is he still a
Alright.
baker?
What?
No, he's never been a baker.
Oh my god.
Who'd you think? Who's a baker?
Did you have a baker in your story?
I've never had a baker in my
No.
store.
Shit, I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, I could.
Michelle's been smoking too much of the reefer.
I don't.
She's been getting into my stash again. God damn it.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and reread your story
Who's
again.
a baker?
I could have sworn you said you look a fluffy
Bakers are
baker.
weird.
A fluffy baker? What?
A fluffy baker.
No, I can see what you're talking about with the fluffy thing, but it wasn't no baker at the end of that.
I'm gonna look through the messaging again.
Please do, because I'm so
I
confused.
will. I need to find out what I was confusing myself with, because now I'm like really baffled at how I thought you said Buddy would be a baker.
I'm gonna write
No.
Michelle as a nun, and she's gonna get eaten.
I mean, I know that the two
Tell me
things
how you
that were
feel
mentioned.
for.
Wait, what'd you say, Edwin?
I know the two different professions that were mentioned, and I know which one Buddy is. But I want Michelle to find out what she confused Butcher with, because I'm curious about that too.
Well, I mean, I know you. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's the blacksmith, and then there was the butcher.
Mm-hmm.
God, okay.
And the baker, of course.
Yeah, like, and apparently the baker.
We have a lot.
anything that starts with a B.
I'm.
Blacksmith,
Okay.
baker.
Baker, butcher, blacksmith.
I don't know. But I'm gonna have to
Baby
look
maker.
at it after the podcast because we have so many messages. There's no way I'm gonna.
Where did you read that?
I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out though. Don't even worry.
Huh.
Don't even trip.
I'm gonna go back to making peace and no one call me anything. for a while.
I'm really excited to write Maella eating a dude's leg. It's gonna be so cool.
So savage. I like it.
It's because she's a dragon. Rawr.
A very pretty dragon.
She's also the daughter of the oldest living dragon.
I read that. That's really cool. Can I just say, fuck, what was it? Wait, hold on.
Wow.
Wait, I'm sorry, hold on 1 minute.
Alright, well, I mean...
It was, what was it? The scales?
The scales were purple.
House of Skills?
No. Yes.
Quarter Skills.
Yeah, yes, I love that. I really do. I know I forgot about it for a minute there, but I really do love that name. It's so clever.
What? Oh, a Court of Scales?
Yeah.
That, oh my god, I'm not even, close to just, to explaining what their order is all about. Ugh.
That's what I was so curious about. What exactly do they do? Who are they?
The problem is, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not explaining too much. We're saying names and stuff. You guys will learn about this eventually, farther
Okay.
down the line. But the goal, the thing is, there's so much fucking backstory I have to write.
Yeah.
There's so much to write about, in terms of characters, each individual character, each individual faction, which, by the way, Knights of Revenant,
Right.
there's 12 of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of them is eventually going to do something for somebody, and he's essentially a dual axe wielding badass.
I thought you said double agent.
What? Double agent?
Yeah, double agent.
Oh, don't know. But yeah, so it's there's different factions, and then there's different groups that I have to write individual character bios for. Luckily, with the Knights of Revenant, they're undead, they're creatures that were created by Khazardan. So it's easier to create those characters because there's not really much to build off of other than they obey everything he says. But for the Court of Scales, there's essentially 25 main people.
Huh.
That essentially is the court. And then there's people underneath them that dictate each individual zone. So it's there's a lot of stuff that has to go along with it.
I see the message now.
What?
The message that Michelle's talking about.
Oh, what did I say?
I'm
Wait.
going to write Buddy in as a fluffy pastry man.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go. I was looking for it. How did you find it so quickly?
I have the
See,
power.
you confused that spell for me.
My bad.
Okay, pastry man. There you go.
It's because I was like in the moment.
Fluffy
I
pastry.
was in the fluffy moment.
Yeah.
God damn it.
No, you know what it was?
What?
It was because that night or that day, I can't remember. I got a piece of chocolate from my grandmother and I was like, this is sweet. I don't do sweets, but people do sweets. Sweets are pastries. Okay, pastry. That was my thought process of that. But no, Buddy is now a dwarf and he's not a drunk, but he drinks a lot.
He's a blacksmith, right?
Wait, what?
He's a blacksmith?
Buddy? No. Buddy.
But dwarves usually are like the crafty ones that, make the best weapons.
True, but the blacksmith and the butcher are actually Lynn's stepfather's best friends that they grew up with. They grew up together.
Okay.
So they're like brothers, which is why
Oh.
like when Lynn loses his quote unquote father, spoiler, they both take him in like as their own, like they help him grow up. Which is gonna be like a big part of the first 2 chapters of the book.
Wait, did they live together? Like, are they like a gay couple?
No, I didn't think about that, but interesting. Maybe.
I mean, hey, it's like it's a new world now. It's 2016, so I think they can be open for any.
Absolutely.
So, Lynn is an elf, right?
He is half
Half.
elf,
Half elf.
human.
Okay, there you go. Now I'm gonna say, are there any differences between human?
Elven father.
Yes, Alvin father. And actually, if you read the character bios, like with oh crap, what's her name? His mother's name.
Oh.
Oh man, I'm really trying to get these names down too.
It's so hard.
There's so many.
Oh, wait. Audra. Moultrim? Liverholm? I think I said that awfully wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Mitsubishi?
Hold on. Let me look at the sheet real bit.
Volvo.
Aldera.
Audra.
So the Voltrum is goddamn. I don't want to say it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Because that gives away a lot.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So anyway, there's
Moving on.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to give too many away. Maybe this book becomes big, and then one day someone's gonna be like, "Hey, look at this podcast." They kind of ruin the whole story.
Yeah, no kidding. Right? Spoiler alert. Actually, I'm gonna write that in the description. Spoiler for a project. But yeah, so this is gonna be something I'm gonna be working on for a while. What I'm thinking about doing. Nah, fuck it. You guys will see it eventually.
Oh.
But for the past week, what have you guys been up to? I feel like I haven't talked to you because I haven't.
We've been palming for bowling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? You guys are gonna go bowling?
And then we're gonna go to the Waffle House.
Aw, shit.
Yeah. I don't know about the Waffle House thing, but I'm down.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't paying attention to it. I was like scrolling through it because I was trying to catch up.
Right.
And maybe if you guys like sneaked in Waffle House, I'd probably like scrolled past it. I was just like, oh wait, I gotta look at these bowling places. They were trying to go to like Cove and 22nd. I'm like, that's not halfway to my house at all.
Colbin
That's really-
22nd. Is that even? I mean, that's closer to Michelle.
True.
But it's closer to Michelle and Buddy. I'm trying to think if there's an actual bowling alley that's like in the midway part for you guys.
we're undecided.
Aho.
The one that used to be Santa Cruz, I think they changed the name to it.
Yeah, they changed it to Cactus Bowl or Tucson Bowl.
The one on Aho?
Yeah.
That one's shady.
Oh, is it?
At least from my experience. I don't know. Every time I go there, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna get mugged.
Well, there's new management, and they kind of changed from the inside.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why whoever bought it out was like, I'm going to try to renovate it a bit. I'm like, okay, dude, go for it.
That's what's up.
Guys.
Because if you guys go to that one, then you guys can always go to the Waffle House, on shit. It's off of I-19.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I-10. Not I-19.
I think I know which one. Wait, no.
It's next to Motel 6.
Is that the one that we went to?
That's the one on Irvington.
Oh, okay.
No. There's another one that's next to Motel 6 off of I-10.
Oh.
No, yeah, the one on Irvington is right next to Palo Verde, which is next to where I used to work. I used to walk there and eat during lunch if I had like 1 hour lunches, so I would eat Waffle House during lunch. So good.
I miss Waffle House so much.
I know. I miss waffles. I love waffles. Nobody serves waffles besides Waffle House. It's like your thing.
God, I really want waffles right now.
I'm tired of pancakes. Like, no, pancakes are okay, but waffles are waffles. I want a waffle maker, but I can't afford one.
Yo, but them crepes though.
Crepes.
I've never had a crepe.
I've never had a.
You're Canadian.
I never had a crepe, and they're spelled crepes. I never had a
I
crepe.
don't live in Canada.
But you're so proud of being Canadian. Like what?
I know.
Your mom
Wait.
never was like, "Hey, come here, little Canadian."
Oh,
Here you
wait.
go."
Crepes are those like those
not
really
that I
flat
know of.
eggs, right?
What? I'm sorry, Edwin. What?
Crepes are like the flat eggs that are made like really thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get them at like
Wait,
IHOP.
what's the difference between that? What's the difference between that and just regular omelet egg?
Well, it's not an egg. It's essentially a pancake. It's a thin pancake.
Oh,
It's a very, very thin pancake.
Yeah.
They're really good. They're when I went to England when I was 9, yes, we had street crepes, and dear God, they're like taco trucks, man. Like
What?
you could have an amazing crepe for like, was it £3? I think.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, and oh my God, it was so good. But that was back when I used to like eat sugar and all that jazz. And I wouldn't be able to finish one because those motherfuckers are sweet.
you know what's sweet and I haven't had in a while? Cinnabon.
Wow.
Holy crap, that's a name that I haven't heard of in a while.
There's only one in Tucson Mall. I can't think of, and maybe like the Burger Kings that carry them, but it's not the same thing.
They don't have one at Park Place anymore?
No, they got rid of it, and they replaced it with a Best Buy.
A Best Buy to go or something. It's like a miniature
Yeah.
Best Buy that only has phones.
There's
Yeah.
one.
What?
Yeah, they did.
That's bizarre.
And I know they.
Yeah, there's one on the south side though, and it's attached to some other.
Oh yeah, it's like a random little building that's one of those
Yeah.
buildings that are like 5 in a row and like they're all together. But
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
also
yeah.
know that they have one in the Foothills Mall too.
Do they really?
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
do.
trying to go to Foothills. That's too far.
No, I mean I know that, but I'm just saying they also have one there.
And cinnamon bun got like 1,000 calories.
So what?
you
Like
What are we
you're-
talking about?
right.
Wait,
I'm
what are you
like
talking about?
Michelle
Go
is
ahead.
really complaining about calories when she's at like so thin she can eat a ton of calories and not really gain anything.
I work out so I can eat more.
Thanks.
Or
That
so?
should be everyone's motto.
That is my motto.
I'm hungry. So let me just do 100 push-ups and 50 sit-ups so I can eat real quick.
Let me
That's
just
fair.
eat. No, I'm trying to get back in my my push-up routine stuff, especially now that because I have those ultimate push-up things that like
Oh yeah.
they
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 twist?
pivot, yeah, they pivot and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But what I ended up doing is because I have hard floors, I have like a little small area where when I go down, I can push my arms out. That way they slide, and then I can bring them back in when I do a push-up.
Oh,
So-
that's nice.
Yeah, so that's something that I'm messing with right now, and I do elevated push-ups. So like my legs are elevated on my couch while I'm doing them. It's like
Nice. I use my bed.
that works. I mean, you're tiny as hell.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't judge me, but I started watching The Supernatural, and I'm so hooked.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I watched the first 5 seasons of that show, and then I just stopped caring.
Really?
Yeah. Because I used to watch it all the time when it first came out on the CW. I used to watch it at the time it was every Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so hooked on it.
What season
I'm
are you on?
like 1 still.
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna take her forever to get to season 12.
She's been on season 1 for like 2 months.
No, I legit started watching it like 2 days ago, and I'm on episode 9.
What, is there a reason why you're eventually gonna be part of the Super Hulock fandom?
I swear to God.
I haven't watched Doctor Who, and I think like a third geek show that's involved in that.
Super
Haven't you?
Hulock?
Well, oh, okay, Sherlock Holmes. Sorry, took me a minute. I was like, what is the third one? guy. But yeah. I
know.
don't think I'm ever gonna watch the Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict?
Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
Whatever.
It's a Benedict
Yeah,
Cumberbatch.
I don't care for you.
Benedict come back.
You don't care for him? That dude's attractive.
What?
Yeah.
That dude's voice? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, his voice and his eyes are great, but I don't care for his face.
Who cares? His voice is amazing. I listen to that dude talk forever.
Right?
Especially when he says penguins.
Oh.
Michelle, there's a documentary that he did a voiceover for.
Uh-huh.
And it was about Antarctica and about penguins, but he doesn't say penguins. He says like penguins. Like he like mispronounces
the documentary was called?
I don't remember. Just look up Benedict Cumberbatch penguins.
Penguins, yeah.
Documentary, yeah, okay.
Just those 3 words. Benedict Cumberbatch penguins.
Okay.
Because apparently his name's a word. Well, it is, but you know what I meant. Shut up. Well, what about you, Edwin? Are you getting into any shows? Any fun ones?
I'm finishing up. I'm on the last season of Parks and Rec. I'm in the middle of season 7.
Oh yeah, you and
Season 7, episode 10. My yellow finished before me, even though she's always busy with school. I'm like, I don't have school, I only have work, and somehow you finished before me.
Damn.
Like, how are you less busy than I am to watch all the shows?
Edwin's like, I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah,
When
I'm just like, no way. And I'm like, she's so ahead. Like, she finished it. I'm like, no, I haven't finished it yet, and I want to talk to her about it too. Because I know she loves the show, and I'm like, yeah, but you're just done with it, and you know everything, and you know how it all ends, and I'm just like,
How many more episodes do you need?
I have no idea. I haven't even looked ahead. I don't want to, like, know how many episodes there are, because I don't want to know that I'm watching an ending, you know? I want to just be like, oh, wow, this is it, like, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that happened to me when, because since I don't have TV, when the last season of How I Met Your Mother came out, I waited till it was like you were able to stream it, and the entire time I was like, oh crap, this episode's coming up. Oh crap, this is like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I was like, what's gonna happen? And then I got to the end, and I was like, that was dumb.
I know, it's like stupid. I don't like this show. How I can mess with people's heads and just make them angry at the end.
Yeah, I mean, like, I liked the show. I thought the show was good. To me, I just feel like the writers, like, it was a cop out.
They were like, how do we end the show? I don't know how to write conclusions. Does anyone know how to write conclusions? I only know how to write a story and some good humor. Oh man, well, just end it like this. Okay, that works, I guess.
Yeah, and I know, like, there'll be people, like, saying, like, oh, the ending was perfect, blah, 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 blah. To me, I just felt like the entire premise of the show was just kind of ruined. Because you build up this entire thing of, this is how I met your mother. And it's like, this is how I met her. Oh, by the way, I'm in love with your aunt. Like, what?
Like, I never watched the ending of that 70s show because it went downhill after a couple of seasons.
I didn't even bother watching the last season because Foreman wasn't even there.
So
yeah.
Or who? I think it was Eric was gone, and so was Kelso.
What's the point?
Yeah, it's like you just took away 2 of the biggest leading roles in the show. However, I will say, what's his name? One of the potheads.
They're all pothead.
No. I mean, like, they're famous.
Oh, okay.
Chong?
Yeah,
Cheech?
yeah.
Chong, yeah.
Chong, like, he made that season better because that dude's character is just funny as hell.
If you think about it too, he basically just played himself just under a different alias.
Essentially.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
God damn it.
Mexican American.
I just got that, Edwin, you motherfucker.
Yay.
Clap for Edwin. Woo!
Now I'm just thinking about I'm trying to think of other shows that ended on like a low, like weak note that didn't just end with a bang, you know? I'm trying to think of shows like that.
In my opinion, like, I love Friends. In my opinion, though, I thought the last episode was a little lackluster. I love the series, but just the ending, I was just kind of like, all right, I guess.
Reunion.
Wait, what?
Aren't they having a reunion?
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think, like, they're missing one of the females.
No. They're missing Chandler.
Oh.
They're missing, what's his name? Well, it's Matt LeBlanc, Dave Schwimmer, Courtney Cox something. I don't know her new last name. Lindsay, not Lindsay. Fucking, yeah, it's Lindsay, right?
I don't know.
Something. She plays
I know
Phoebe.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. What the hell is Chandler's name?
Oh, doesn't he have his own show?
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry, there you go. Yeah, because it's always like Matthew Perry stars in the new show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wow.
Actually, cool. It was really cool for me. I think it was 2012, like right before I moved out here. I was able to go to the red carpet for the Lone Ranger, with, who was it? It was, Johnny Depp and can't remember the other guy's name. Anyway, so I accidentally bumped into the Johnny Depp, which was kind of cool. But the coolest part was we sat literally right next to David Schwimmer. And I didn't know this until after we got up and we're leaving the theater, and I was like, oh my god! Like, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, it's Ross! He likes dinosaurs and shit. We're like, this is, I guess, more for the guys, because this is, like, more stereotypical towards male kids. Did you guys like dinosaurs when you were growing up?
Yeah.
I like the movie The Dinosaur, or I think it was called The Dinosaur.
Oh,
I don't know if it was a Disney movie or...
It was indeed a Disney movie. And actually,
Yeah.
over at Disney World, they have a dinosaur ride based on that
They
movie.
do.
I actually like that movie. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I remember I used to have the hand puppet where you put it on your hand and you can open the mouth with your hand.
That movie had, oh my god. One of the characters was like, kind of bad-ish, right? Is that how it was? Like, he was bad, but then he turned good, but then he was bad again, and then, like, he died saving them.
I forgot the plot. I need to rewatch
Oh,
it.
I know who you're talking about too. I think.
His name was, like, Roarin'. I don't know.
I need to rewatch a lot. A lot of times when I rewatch a Disney movie, it's because I need to rewatch the plot. Because I know who the characters are, but I have to rewatch the plot. Like, I watched Mulan, and I'm like, oh, this is how Mulan is. I forgot the plot of it, but I knew all the characters, and I knew what happened, kind of.
I did the
I'm
exact
like-
same thing with Aristocats.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
Because I remember that part, and then I remember when Tom O'Malley is like seducing. Oh, what's her name? The white cat, the mama. Her, and then
Duchess?
Her?
I think I just call her Duchess, I think. That's her
Duchess.
name, I
There
think.
you go. Yeah, Duchess.
Oh, yeah.
And then I like when he's like, "There's kids." Uh oh. I think it's just pretty funny.
But then he ends up loving them.
Oh, wait, quick question. All the three cats are like three different colors, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
But I don't know
So weird.
how do you?
And then one of them is orange.
Yeah, you
Like
have an orange. Toulouse, I think, is black. Marie is the white one, and I don't remember the third one, the orange one.
Simba.
Simba. Nice cross reference. No, but like, is that possible for animals to have different? I mean, like, I know with tigers it is, because like you obviously have the white tiger, and then like you have the albino tiger.
No, I was legit reading about this earlier. God damn it. Albino.
Yeah.
Well, no, like
Which is just like albino. I'm like, wait, you gonna say something about that?
No, well, yeah, because I was reading about, albino.
albino.
Yeah, in biology, and, they're unable to produce melanin, and it's like a dark pigment that results in normal coloration in the skin, scaled eyes, or hair. And it usually causes an animal or part of an animal to appear white or pink or to have a bleached look, right? Yeah. Sorry, I saved it on my bookmarks. I have a lot of random things saved.
Okay, but my question
Sorry.
was, like, is it possible to have, like, okay, so say for instance that Duchess and another white cat, like,
Okay.
did the do, right? They
Right.
did the. What are the odds of having a black cat and an orange cat, and a white cat? Like, what are those statistics? Like, is it like 80% chance you'll have a white cat, and then like 5% chance you'll have an orange cat, and then like 15? I can't do math.
My guess is that if they're both white cats, you have most likely 100% chance of it being white, maybe below 50% chance of it being black, and like maybe below 5% of it being orange.
So we have a 155% chance of having a kid?
Yes. I can't do math.
It's okay. It's like late. Let's just blame it on that.
Shh, you're breaking the illusion.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. for them, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's 1 in the afternoon. Oh, no.
I
was singing that song yesterday, actually.
You're singing a lot.
When that song came out, I was so freaking annoyed. Like, I love Panic at the Disco, but everybody played that goddamn song, and I was like, just shut up. Just stop up.
I think it's like, I don't know, because it's the only song I knew from that album. And compared to, like, the other album where you knew every song, because every song was good.
I think
they were like, we gotta show at least one good song out of your new album, Panic. Let's just play this let's just play the crap out of this, please. And we're like, okay, it's the only song we can.
What was the name of that album? It was like Tears of something, right?
I forgot.
God, that album was good. It had like six big hits off of that album. That's what makes me happy about, like, at least with like alternative rock or like rock in general, is majority of the time when a band is very good, one of their albums will have like 5 hit songs on it. Like, I was thinking about this the other day where like, The Color and the Shapes, the Foo Fighter album that came out in 1999, I believe. That song, or that album has Everlong, My Hero, Best of You, February Stars, and Big Me, which is essentially 5 of their biggest songs. That
sounds like a greatest hits collection.
Essentially it is.
Oh, man.
Didn't you tweet something about considering seeing Panic?
Yeah, so they were at my school.
What?
They were doing a free concert at my school.
Oh my god.
You considered it? You're just like, okay, what? What?
This is how obsessed I've been with this project.
What?
I'm about to flip a table.
Yeah, so I guess they were promoting I guess they recorded a couple of new songs. They were doing like a 40-minute concert, and then they did a Q&A, and then they did a meet and greet afterwards.
Oh my god. What?
It's not a big deal to me. Like,
Edwin, calm down, please. Calm down, okay, Edwin. Okay. I can hear the anger.
It's alright. I'm not like a deep. If it was System of a Down, I'd probably like disconnect right now. And
dude, if it was if I got to talk to freaking Surge, I would have gone.
Yeah, like if it was System, I probably would have like disconnected the call and be like, Balfour, you need to get help. But it's Panic, and they were probably like, I'm thinking of like, hey, maybe they're just playing a bunch of new stuff, and they just want to talk about their new stuff. So
my reasoning was just, I like their music. I think they're great, but I don't know. Like, I haven't really researched about them much to the point where I would be like, I need to go see them.
Yeah, because those bands that you Google search, you watch all their videos, you watch even interviews with them, and you like smile when they're interviewing and answering questions.
Yeah.
So what are those bands for you guys?
Well, my band is For Today, and my biggest band is System of a Down. I don't know. It just happens. Like, sometimes I could be looking at Red Hot Chili Pepper stuff, and then the next day I could just like not be looking at their stuff and look at other band stuff. But it's really hard. I know for Balfour it's Foo Fighters, obviously.
Okay.
I think everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that. But for me, it fluctuates between those like 1990s to 2004 bands. That's where it's all at.
What about you, buddy?
I want to say Deftones.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Why is that surprising for you guys?
No, it's just because, I don't know, like, not a lot of people...
That's not surprising for me. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, because Jared Leto as an actor, not so great.
You know what, guys? I feel so attacked right now. Come on, have a good time.
I didn't think you were a fan of his acting either.
Who, Leto?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of his
acting. The hell with Jared Leto, man.
I've only seen trailers of his acting.
I can't stand him.
but
They made Suicide Squad too much about him.
definitely.
It's like, let's watch Suicide Squad just to watch Leto. I'm like, no, stop.
Well, I don't know. I thought that was interesting. That
He was the lead singer for 30 Seconds to Mars for all right.
Yeah.
oh, what the? I'm so sorry. I got him confused with the lead singer of Deftones.
I was wondering
I was
why
like, how did you bring Leto into this? Like, how did
The
Leto?
lead singer is Chino. How dare you?
I'm so confused because I don't understand how you mix those two up.
No, I sometimes got Leto confused with lead singer of like 311 or other bands that kind of try to sound the same. But like,
Fair enough.
to confuse him with Deftones, I'm just like, wait, why did you jump the spectrum of like 5 genres to get there?
That was like, hey, is that Ozzy Osbourne? No, that's Justin Bieber. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm
They both sound the same.
I don't. Oh, God. Okay. I'm so mess right now.
But,
sorry.
So for me to answer this question, obviously Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters, whatever. They're gods to me. Also, I would kill to speak to the Killers.
Ah, yes. I would like
No pun
to.
intended.
I mean, I would pay. There's bands that I would pay a certain amount. If the Killers were in a lineup, I'd pay the maximum of maybe $90 for a ticket. The minimum $40. I mean, they're one of those bands that you gotta see live. Because even their album live just made me get goosebumps.
Wait. Did you not see them for Cave Mayday?
No, I missed it.
Oh my god.
I was in one of those relationships where if she didn't go, I didn't go,
Wait, what?
and so I kind of.
What a cunt.
And I'm just like, please, I want to go, please. And she's like, no, I gotta do this thing. I'm like, but I want to go by myself. And no, I gotta come too. Like, no, don't do this to me. It's the Killers. And I'm just like, blah. And I died.
Damn,
and I was,
man. I'm sorry. You
that's why being single is awesome sometimes, because you can do whatever you want and you can explore your own.
fucking men.
You can, if I want to go see the Killers in Phoenix, I can just go and then bring some friends around, and then we can all go as friends.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about what my spouse wants to do, and if I don't go with my spouse or whatever, I can just.
I don't know. If I was in a relationship and they told me that I couldn't go see, City in Color, I'd be like, I think we need to break up.
Michelle, if you and I ever in the future, you're never allowed to go see City Color.
You know what? I'm divorcing you now.
How is your mother going to feel about this?
Who cares?
Oh god, let's bring the moms into it. Oh god.
Did you hear that, Mom? She said that she doesn't care about you.
You know what I do care about? Seeing Dallas Green.
She cares about Dallas Green more than she cares about you.
I do
Just wanna
not
put that
care
out there.
about Dallas Green more than my own mother. I'm just saying, and there's
She's in denial.
that I can't always make her happy, okay?
All I know is when it comes to music, guys, you gotta like go out to as many concerts as you can, because I regret not being able to see Michael Jackson, even when he was like white and like skinny and like old. I regret not being able to see him that way. Because I'm like, I could have seen Michael Jackson before he died. God damn it.
No, I completely agree. If you guys get the chance to go experience a concert, I encourage it. I mean, like when I was younger, like my mom hated that I wanted to go to a concert when I was 13. I completely understand why. And I'm probably going to be the same way when I have a kid, and I'll probably, take my kid there and I'll be there with them. That way, shit like that when I was growing up doesn't happen. But like you experience a bunch of stuff. Like you experience being in a crowd, you experience, enjoying music with other fans.
And it's like you can sing along, and with everybody else singing along, your voice kind of just like mutes with them, like it kind of like infuses, and you kind of don't even hear your own singing.
Yeah, I mean it's so much fun. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that I've talked to that have never been to a concert, and they're like, "What is this experience?" And I'm like, "Well, your life is weird because two times a year I saw like 12 different bands." But well, because I mean, like, so if you think about it, Cave Mayday and Fall Ball have typically 7 bands, right?
You're roughly, yeah.
So then so that's 14 alone, and then you have the Rialto shows, you have the rock shows, which are local shows, and then you have the special event shows that occur every so often, or you go to Phoenix and then, you go up there for a concert.
Well, Phoenix usually has a big concert that everyone has to go to. That's what it's Phoenix.
Yeah, I went to my very first Foo Fighter concert, like when they were headlining, was right after Echo Silence, Patience, and Grace came out, and I lost my voice for like 2.5 days because I was screaming like a motherfucker.
I saw Blink in Phoenix. They came with Matt and Kim.
Is that when they came with Sum 41?
No. Oh, I wish. Man, I didn't know that was a concert. But no, they came. They were the one guys. They were a Guitar Hero World Tour. What was the name? Jimmy World. Yeah, they came with Jimmy World, yes. Matt and Kim, Blink 182, and then some other band. But they were all fun. Like it was just a fun show.
That sounds like I would love to see Jimmy World live. Since Blink 182 was running late, they had to actually play like an hour and a half set, and so all their songs were pretty chill and everyone was just having fun because they played like an extra half an hour. And so then Blink came right after them, and they're like, "Oh, you guys were so awesome! Thank you, Jimmy World, for finding the time." And now we're gonna play a full set too. And so like the show ended like around 12:30. That's funny.
Instead of ending at like 11. And I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome."
What is oh, sorry, continue.
No, go ahead.
Because I was going to ask a question like for everybody. But what is the longest concert you guys have been to?
The longest?
Yeah.
Probably Cave Mayday.
Okay, let me rephrase that. What was the longest like set that you guys have gone to?
Probably Knotfest when I went up there.
Oh man.
Up in Mesa.
That's what's up.
That was probably that long. That was probably the.
Oh yeah, Buddy went to Knotfest. Oh, this is. I remember this now. He went to you saw Lamb of God. You saw Slipknot, Motionless in White.
Bullet from My Valentine.
Can I strangle you with your bass?
What?
Why? What the fuck did I
Feel the
do?
music down your throats, bastard. Ah.
I gotta play a show. I need that bass, motherfucker.
Wait a minute. Didn't Donna go there? Didn't she go there for Motionless in White because that's her favorite band?
I don't know.
I could have sworn that she went to Knotfest.
I don't know. I don't. I have no idea. I never really kept contact with her, so.
Right.
I think the last time I saw her was at Fall Ball, so.
Speaking of Fall Ball, well, I mean it's Cave Mayday. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Cave
Mayday.
Mayday. The lineup sucks.
The lineup sucks.
Who's coming this year?
Disturbed,
Meg Myers, Highly Suspect.
Meg Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just basically like trying to put Disturbed in the biggest, boldest letters. And then every other band, like, okay, we gotta squeeze these bands in here. Sorry, guys, we kind of lost our budget at Disturbed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I still think, for me, my favorite Cave Mayday was when... Actually, it might have been Fall Ball. I think it was Fall Ball. Was when Muse headlined.
Oh, yeah.
I saw them twice in that same fucking weekend.
Oh.
Because my mom bought us tickets when they went on their Resistance tour. Like, we bought the tickets like way in advance before we even knew that Cave May or Fall Ball announced their lineup. So, like, we already had the tickets purchased, and my mom and I already agreed that we were going to go see or go to Fall Ball anyway, because at that time I was dating Valedia, and like we were all like, we'll do this as a big family, whatever. So my mom and I went to go see them, and then like 2 weeks before that, I was like, they're coming on Saturday. So we went up to watch them on Thursday, came down Friday, and then saw them Saturday, and I was like, this is one of the greatest weekends ever. Actually, no, I take that back. It was Cave Mayday because it was in April and it was for my birthday. Because I think that year it was Cave Mayday fell on the 27th of April. Man, what year was that? Was that 2011? 10? Maybe 2011. I can't remember.
Maybe.
So, I just... I kind of forget about high school a lot.
I'm pretty sure most of us all do.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Wasn't a fun time. Well, I mean, like, there were some fun parts, but... High school's drama, man.
I don't think we should bring up high school.
Oh, you guys don't want to
High school never ends.
I swear to God.
No.
What song is that?
Bowling for Soup.
There you go. Oh my
I
god.
used to love Bowling for Soup.
I used to just love bowling and then eating soup after I was done.
Now do you guys know what they do?
What? Oh,
Bowling
Phineas
suck,
and Ferb,
Yeah,
right?
they record stuff for Phineas and Ferb.
Is that still ongoing?
Phineas and Ferb? I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's the longest running show on Disney Channel?
Oh yeah, because Nickelodeon has SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Let's not talk. Let's
Is
not
that
talk.
still a thing?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
still
is.
going.
They're having a new episode come out in February. So
So-
15.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah.
So, speaking of SpongeBob, if you guys ever come and visit me, and we go down to Hollywood, there's this like really, really creepy SpongeBob. Like, really creepy SpongeBob. He never washes his suit. Like, he laughs like him, but like, he's such a perv.
That's what?
But you guys have to experience it.
No, I don't want to get touched by pervy
I
SpongeBob.
don't want to.
I must have you guys feel as sexually as awkward as I did.
Oh
Ugh.
I'll show you the secret formula.
Oh my god.
Want to see my jellyfish? No. No.
Oh gosh.
Looks like Gary wants to play.
Oh my god, why?
Okay. Enough of this. Enough of this.
Oh my god.
My ears, my eyes, my mind. It's all tainted.
Wow, that was quick. When's the, like, what is one thing that, like, scarred you for life?
Tub girl.
What girl?
Tub girl.
Tug girl.
T-U-B. Tub.
Tub girl. What the hell is that?
Is she in a tub?
Yes, and
Is she fat?
no.
Is she hot?
I mean, if you guys just if you guys have the courage,
No.
anybody who's listening, to just like look up not safe for life things on Reddit, and like people share things that are not safe for life. There's not safe for work, which is usually like nudity and like some bad racism or something like that.
Boobies.
Not safe for life is like decapitations and people eating poop and shit like that. And I browsed that for like an hour, and then once I was done, I was like, I want to kill myself. Like, it was so bad because these people were doing things that you wouldn't believe humans can do. And I'm just like, God damn it. And I'm just like, I gotta go out there and save these people from themselves. I felt so determined. There was a guy who would like store like poop and semen in a container. And like after like a year or so, he would just rub that all over himself. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Why? Stop it.
That's so
Stop it.
nasty.
And I'm just like,
One of the most disturbing things I saw was like, there's this dude who was dressed up in a dress, like in an attic, fucking a horse head. Like
a real horse head?
Yeah, it was a real horse head.
Oh,
And like you hear like the eyeball pop, and like,
It sounds just as bad as Mr. Hands.
Mr. Hands, what is... No, I don't want to...
I am so happy I don't watch these kind of videos.
You shouldn't. I mean, you'll probably have a pure soul and you'll die in heaven.
oh my god! Did you guys listen to that those 911 call videos that I sent?
No, we're not talking about that. That shit was too creepy, man.
Holy crap!
The one that would creep me out the most was the Columbine one.
Oh, God.
Oh, the shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that really creeped me out was that old lady one.
Was there one
Dude.
that... I remember
my
it's
God.
the one, I think it was like a 9/11 one. And like, he's like, something's happening, this building's on fire, something like that, and then like you hear a scream, and then he hangs up.
Oh.
And it's like, whoa. I'm just like, man, it like hits you in the face, like, ow. Wow,
See,
that's...
those are like spine chilling to me because that's shit that's happened. Like that is
Yeah.
real. Ooh, spooky. I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
Oh, God.
But like good goosebumps. Actually, did you guys ever watch Goosebumps? I never bothered to watch the movie.
No.
I haven't watched the movie, but I remember enjoying the show.
Yeah, I've been on Netflix, by the way.
They have it on Netflix?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, maybe that'll be one of the movies that we have to watch.
Damn it, Netflix
Let's go.
stops sneaking stuff in. Netflix just sneaks good stuff in sometimes.
Wait, who did what now?
No, Netflix sneaks stuff in
Oh,
sometimes. That's
yeah.
something else.
Okay. So for the last few minutes, because we are coming up on an hour, the last few minutes, I just want to talk about a new thing that we are going to be doing. Originally, I had thought to add this to the podcast, but I think it's going to be a little more fun to have it as a separate thing. That way, anybody who's on the podcast, whether it be last minute or whatever, doesn't have, like, they aren't obligated to watch the movies. But every week we're going to be doing a thing called Movie Binge, which is essentially every week the group is going to decide on a movie to watch, and we're just going to have a discussion about said film, talk about our opinions, what we thought about it, same shit. But yeah, so I'm hoping maybe either this weekend or later on next week we can record a small segment. That way we can post it up on YouTube or something like that. I want to post this this specific thing on YouTube. That way we can get some some comments and suggestions of what movies you guys want to watch and stuff like that. So yeah, just wanted to talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week I didn't realize what movie we decided on, because I know that we had like a list of 3. I never really found out which one we picked. So
Yeah,
that's why I didn't.
So I mean, if you guys want to, well, I'm talking to the audience. If you guys want to join us, this week we chose the movie A League of Their Own, which has who is it? It's Tom Hanks and some chick who is famous at.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell's in it. She's funny as hell.
Perch from Tarzan.
Let me check real quick.
Gina Davis.
There you go. That's the one I was thinking of. Gene Davis. Yeah, so if you guys want to check it out, I think it came out in like the early 90s or something like that. It's really cool. The concept is, this is during, I think it's World War II?
2, yep.
And the MLB, is looking for a new, group of females to essentially start up a female, league. Because all of the men are at war, and this is during the time where women were in the factories and such. So I think it's an awesome story. I think it was really well written.
It was a really good movie.
It's really funny. So if you guys want to check it out, please do. We're going to record something within the next few days discussing the movie in depth. And we hope to see you guys on that video. But, do you guys have any closing remarks before we head out tonight? All right.
Kind of put me on the spot there. Can't think of anything.
All right. Well,
remember to always flush and wash your hands. Please wash your hands.
Wipe thy ass.
Oh.
Deodorant is on sale. Buy it.
Oh, God.
Really?
No, these are notes to myself. Sorry. If it's on sale, I gotta buy it.
Oh.
I'm stacked up right now, but I need more. I always need more.
Okay.
And that's something you guys should take home with you. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning into this week's podcast. We will be back next Friday with another one. So thank you all for joining us, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.